Okay, as usual, I like to wait the obligatory 10 seconds to make sure that YouTube is doing its job. Wow, there's a lot of information out there, and it's just cascading down, ladies and gentlemen. It's not real late here. It's about, I'm in mountain time. It's about 21:30 hours or so, 9:30 p.m. for those of you who don't follow military time. Hello as you come in. Today is still the 20th of April, 2020. I'm Roy Potter. Welcome as you come in. Thank you for being here. Usually, I have some people that ask me to tell them when I'm going to go live so they can watch, but uh, I think that maybe they need their rest a little more important right now. High Impact Vlogs has been getting the boot. Yeah, I know. One of the things that they're doing with our live streams, and I've noticed that he said that as well, is that even after you end the stream, they actually keep it going so that you can't get it uploaded to your channel. It's constantly processing. It takes hours, if not days, to get your video posted. Even though the live stream goes live, they're still throttling it as far as on your channel. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, hello everyone. Hey, listen, it's late. Uh, I'm having some scotch, so if I seem a little relaxed, I in fact am. Cheers, everybody. By the way, this is just Johnny Walker Black. I prefer single malts, but Johnny Walker Black works very well occasionally, and tonight is a good night for this. Okay, what the hell is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, something big is about ready to break. I am fairly certain of it. I have a contact tonight that she sent me this text and she says, "What do you think this is? Is this code?" Secretary of State Pompeo sent out a text this evening, and he basically was lauding the embassy in Singapore, saying that they're keeping their lights on. What? They're keeping their lights on. Now, normally, you remember Motel 6, you know, and we'll keep the lights on for you, right? What's going on here? And this particular individual asked me, she said, "Is this code? Is this code?" I looked at it and I looked at my map here. Map studies are extremely important if you understand geopolitical activities, strategy, and tactics. You have to have a map to look at to understand what's going on. So she said that to me, and immediately I went to my map. And he was talking to the embassy in Singapore. Singapore is right there. We're keeping the lights on for you. Keep the lights on. Wow. I'll get to that in a minute. This is code. Something is going down. I wouldn't be surprised if I get a knock at the door here any second. A few days ago, about a week ago, Pompeo said that Christ is risen, and everybody thought that it had to do with Passover and Jesus Christ. And I even had some people on Twitter, which is one reason why I'm really getting tired of Twitter, as a lot of people are who try to do the right thing and they're just getting tired of this stuff. Some people on Twitter said, "Hey, you know, I contacted Mike Pompeo and he said, yeah, it's about Jesus Christ." You can't take that verbatim because their Jesus Christ is different than yours. Do you understand? Pompeo was the head of the CIA. He lies, he cheats, he steals, he even admits it. Their Jesus Christ, their imposter has revealed itself, be it AI, be it a person who has been chipped and locked into the AI, be it a interdimensional being. I don't really care. But that there, the Luciferian Christ has in fact risen. It's ready. The Pope has shed his Vicar of Christ title. The president's seal is often missing, and I know there are excuses for that, but I'm not accepting those. The people that are in charge of taking care of the president should make sure that seal is there, and I know that's an issue. It doesn't matter. It's everything else that's happening surrounding that. Like today, all of a sudden, President Trump comes out and says, oh, we're standing behind those who are demonstrating against all these draconian measures, but he does nothing. Nothing. The British crown has receded into the background. Harry has abrogated his title, and there are some other things happening there. We have Pompeo a few days, as I just said, who said that Christ has risen. And today, this evening, I was sent a copy of a tweet from Pompeo that says, "We appreciate the embassy in Singapore that says it'll keep its lights on." What? One embassy out of the entire world, he quotes as saying, "We will keep our lights on." We're so grateful for that embassy in Singapore and all of our people who are out there doing all these great things for Americans and keeping their lights on to make sure things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a cover. It was code. It was code. What happened in Malaysia and Singapore with the flight that was going from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing a few years ago? Do you know about that? Do you remember what that was? Can anybody tell me about that flight from Singapore, Malaysia and Singapore to Beijing? Does anybody know what that was? Let's see if, yes, it's disappeared. What was that? Okay. Yes, it disappeared. Do you know where it went? They poisoned everybody on board, and they went to Diego Garcia. Right here. They went to Diego Garcia. Do you know why? There was cloaking technology that was being worked on by the U.S. government, and these were contractors who were doing it. And they decided to have a little change in schedule. And they were going to take it to where? It was on a flight from Singapore to Beijing. So they were taken out. U.S. intelligence took it out. They killed everybody on board, apparently. And they took the plane with all of the information and the hard drives and all that to Diego Garcia. Cloaking technology. Blue beam technology. Christopher Green, and Christopher Green, I'm not giving... Everybody is trying to make an impact on what's happening in the world. And I'm not going to find fault with anybody, be it Christopher Green, be it Shepard Embellis, be it Montegraph. Some of these really intelligent people are seeing things, okay? And something is happening. This individual that sent me this information tonight is not one of those. She saw this text from Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State, about leaving the lights on in Singapore. Said, I think this is code. She's not intelligence trained. She's not military. But she knew that there was something about that, and she's absolutely 100% correct. it would appear to me, from all that's occurring with the COVID-19, the Wuhan virus, and the way they're making everybody train like Pavlovian dogs, that we're being set up for something. And as I said a few days ago in a live stream, I think that considering the Vicar of Christ, the Pope has shed that title and all these other things that are going on, that this thing, this AI God, or the human or cyborg representation of that has made its appearance. And we're about ready to go into it. So what did Pompeo say tonight? Thank you for leaving the lights on, embassy in Singapore, where the cloaking mechanism was taken out by the U.S. intelligence agencies, so they didn't give it to Beijing. Well, you might say that's a good thing. Well, let me tell you something. They're going to use it against you. I think what's happened is, from what I can say here, from what I can see, that Mike Pompeo is given the green light to go forward. He's in control right now, not President Trump. And if President Trump is involved, he's complicit. And as I've said, it looks like to me that he's been more complicit than anything else in all of this. He's just been that placeholder, that sedator who sedates us into a calm that we think things are going right our way. No, they're not. Yeah, Korea. I'm not going to get into Korea right now, Ms. Cat. I had to come on tonight because when this person sent me this text with the tweet from Mike Pompeo, the first thing I did is go to my map, because I'm a map student. I look at maps. That's how I was trained, and I realized exactly what was going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Green is saying that there's going to be a blue beam deception. Monograph saying that something is going to happen with the electrical, that has something to do with electrical, all that. The word lightning, Baroque. Do you know what that means? I'm not saying it has anything to do with Barack Obama. Barack Obama in the Arabic means a little different than in the Hebrew, but in Arabic means a little different than in the Hebrew. But in the Hebrew, Barak, you know what that means? It means lightning. Lightning. It's very likely that within the next 24 hours, or no later than May 1st, as I've said. No, AMTV is not nuts. You know, that's real easy to say, Rock Tumbler. What are you doing? I agree that I have a problem with AMTV, Christopher Green, and with Alex Jones using their platforms to push their products. I have a problem with that. But I can't find fault with them at the same time. I don't push products. I don't sell anything. So I'm going to tell you, okay, despite what they're trying to do as far as making a living, I think you better put your prejudices away and your biases and just take a look at what they're saying, okay? Something is happening, and it's happening soon. Trump is in charge, Roy. True Grit. If that's the case, then he's a demon. He is a demon. He's had Fauci and Birx and Gates in the background doing all these things from his bully pulpit. He is part of the problem. And all he's trying to do now with his statements about all of these dissidents talking about the demonstrating against these lockdowns, all he's doing is playing the middle again. There's no action at all. No action. No action. Tell me what he's done with his DOJ to bring anybody into heel who has gone after the rights of the American citizens. Zero. 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 He's done nothing but yak his jaws. We have a problem. And apparently Mike Pompeo is given the go. What he did today with this text. Why would he do it in a text that everybody could see? Well, I think Alex Jones and some others and myself have explained that. They have to be willing to say publicly, to tell the public what they're going to do as Luciferians before they do it, because they're under a law that was placed upon them in Genesis 3. They have to tell you what they're going to do before they do it. They can't help themselves. So I just wanted to put this up tonight. I was going to do it tomorrow morning in a more formal setting, with the music and all that. But the more I thought about what this lady had sent me tonight, I just figured that the sooner I get it out, the better. So we're looking at something pretty significant happening probably within the next 24 hours, possibly no later than the 30th of April or the 1st of May. Trump just stopped all immigration. Well, you know what? That's a little too late. A little too little, too late. Do you understand how all of this has been kicked down the road? The can has been kicked down the road, as I've been talking about, until April 30th, May 1st. I was listening to Lionel tonight, and Lionel was, he's been kind of back and forth a little bit. Well, he's pissed off tonight. He's definitely pissed off. If you haven't watched Lionel's live stream tonight, you need to go and take a look at it. Lionel Nation. And finally, he realizes, I think, what's happening. Are we going to war? Okay, I'm done. I'd go through chat tonight and talk a little bit with you folks, but we've got a problem. Mike Pompeo's not a good man. I'm sorry, he is not. You can say Jesus Christ from now until kingdom come, but if you don't do the works of Jesus Christ, all you're doing is using his name to deceive people. If you don't do the works of Jesus Christ, you don't believe in Jesus Christ. If you don't do the works of the perfect law of liberty, you don't believe in the perfect law of liberty, as James explained in the book of James in the Bible and in the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's all I got for you tonight. And yes, I am having a little Johnny Walker Black. I am. You know what? This is a travesty what's happening. And yet, we were told it was going to happen. We were warned about it. This individual that texted me tonight says, I don't think this all can happen yet. They're not really set up. There's a scripture that says, remember Jesus said, I will come as a thief in the night. Remember that? I will come as a thief in the night. Remember, the devil imitates God. So in an hour that you think not of, the devil will appear as an angel of light. And I'm afraid that Trump has been an example of that. Get ready, everybody. I think we're at the doorstep here. We weren't prepared. They've moved their timetable up really, really close, it looks like, at this point. So no matter how you feel about Christopher Green and his using this, what appears to be, doomsday or whatever, selling his products. Same thing with Alex Joseph. Monograph doesn't sell anything, but he's been looking at this stuff too. And you've got me and you've got several others. Something is up. I'm taking it from a military point of view, not from an esoteric point of view, although I quote the Bible occasionally. This is a map study, ladies and gentlemen. And something is going on. The petrodollar did die today. Did you see where and what happened to oil today? Patriot Nurse came out and she was excoriating all of these medical people, nurses, doctors, etc., that are trying to shut down people's First Amendment rights, because the medical people have always thought, so many of them, not all of them as she pointed out, but some of them think that they are like God, that they know so much that they should rule over you. God bless Patriot Nurse. I I have so much respect for her. Go see it. She just put it up today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. So I'm going to try to get some rest for the rest of the night. And yeah, okay, this is my, let's see, I've poured, I think this is my third dram tonight. Third dram. But you know, my mind is very clear otherwise. I just need to sleep a little bit because I've been up late hours for a long time. No, I'm not drunk. Not yet. Not yet. No, no. I've been doing this for over a few hours. You know, I really got to, I think I told you, you know, I did that tasting video here back a little while ago where I had all the different types of things that I've tried. And it started off with a police officer friend of mine who asked him, or who invited me actually, to a whiskey tasting party. It wasn't a big deal, it was very small. But it gave me a chance to, and whiskey used to make, just the smell of it used to gag me. But, you know, you get older and things change. And I still don't care much for bourbon, but you know, Kentucky bourbon, it's okay. But I do like Tennessee whiskey, both Jack Daniels and George Dickel. I do. But my favorite, and Irish whiskey is fine too, but there's not a lot of character with Irish whiskey in the sense that, you know, you don't have a lot of, well, I don't know how else to put it, character. But Scotch, now this is a Scotch blend. Johnny Walker Black is a blend. But I'm very much into single malts like Glenfiddich, like, actually, I got them right over here, like Ardbeg, like Lefroy, which was introduced to me by Nancy Morgan Hart of Headlines with a Voice, God bless her, and some others. The Highlands and malts are really good. I have Dalmore. Very careful with that. That's good stuff. I like rye whiskey. I do. But I normally only take a couple of drams in the evening. Today I worked out really hard. I ran 4 miles. I ran 4 miles today, and did my lifts, trying to, you know, keep myself in shape, even though it's really difficult now. And so to ease a little bit of the discomfort and help me sleep, yeah, Johnny Walker Black Label. That's what this is. Okay, for tonight. Something big is up, ladies and gentlemen. Do not trust anybody in your meeting, in your government or in your media. Get yourselves ready the best you can. That's why I put out those videos about being out on the ranch in the last couple of days. I'm trying to tell you that it's important to do, okay? The mark is going to be given to you. Yeah, it might take him a few years to put it in, but it's like I told this person that texted me tonight. Oh, I think it's going to take him 3 to 5 years to put it in. It will happen in an hour you think not of. And the devil is an imitator of God. So when God said it'll happen in an hour you think not of, the devil's going to do the same kind of thing, and it's going to take you by surprise. And I think we're seeing that right now. All right. Okay, I'm out for the night. Thanks for coming, everybody. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your ears to the ground, and keep your situational awareness on high. Dr. Batar, I think he's legit. You know, I don't have time to check all these people, really, but knowing what I know about CBR, chemical, biological, radiological warfare, and all of that, I think those guys are more right than Fauci's a fraud. Fauci is an opportunist, and so is Bricks. And so, of course, Gates isn't even a doctor. He's a charlatan. He's a nerd. He could, some people have put out, he couldn't even keep viruses out of, the Windows operating systems. We're in a lot of trouble. Will Trump repent and come back and do what he should? No, I don't see that happening. I don't. Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you later. I was going to do a live stream in the morning. This will replace that. After what I found out tonight from this person that texted me this tweet from Pompeo, I just realized I couldn't wait until tomorrow to get up. You need to have some lead time to realize that something big might be in the works. Okay? So, probably not in the morning. All right? And this little thing on my nose, at the worst possible times, I get a zit right on the tip of my nose, and that's what happened here again today. So that's a sign that, obviously I'm in some stress here. Okay. All right. What does keep the lights on mean? It means turn the lights on. It means basically what it means is do the deception. Uncloak. That's what it means. Yes. Keep yourselves ready for self-defense. Most of you won't have a problem with that, but a few of you will, especially if you're in these areas where the bands of robbers and all those people are going to be working. Yeah, Schaefer Cox is in prison and Hillary Clinton is not. Yeah, what's that about? And we could go on and on. Now, Debbie Gerard, you're saying Green is listening to BS videos. Nothing will happen tomorrow. You know what? Again, Christopher Green has his problems, as we all do. But look at Pompeo's text from today. His tweet. Look at what's happening. Look at the Pope. Look at the president. Look at the British royalty. Something is up. Stop burying your head in the sand like an ostrich. Something is happening. I don't agree with Christopher Green all the time. I don't agree with myself all the time. Wherever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. That actually means vultures. Be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming down to the wire. Yes, please respect Green for his courage. I agree. I would agree with that 100%. Actually, Christopher and I have had some contact in the past. And again, because of my situation and my history, it was something that he probably couldn't quite handle. But that doesn't matter. We all have our difficulties. You better wake up. I hate that phrase. I actually hate it. You better open your eyes and your ears and see what's going on around you. You do not have friends in Washington, D.C., and that includes Trump, and it certainly includes Pompeo. Something's coming. Something's going to happen, and it's going to happen very soon. Out here for now. See you guys later. Cheers. By the way, I'm not red because of this. It's my box light here, and it's very light, very late, and I don't have some other lights on, which would help to kind of make it more, reasonable and realistic in color. Okay? All right. Out here. Take care.